Aloha everyone, IslandGrown 11 here, back with another video today. If you like what you see, make sure to leave a like and let me know what you thought about the video down below. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to stay up to date with all the videos. Mahalo. Aloha everybody, welcome back to another video. As you can see, we're live today doing this video for you. The Second Awakening Griffons have been released. Everybody on Twitch, say hello to your future self. Second Awakening Griffons have been released and that's pretty hype. Yeah, pretty exciting. I don't know if you caught my last video, but my last video we kind of discussed and gave our thoughts on this Second Awakened Griffon, and I said specifically that I don't think that they're going to release it for a little while. Typically, things that are released in developers notes don't really go live that quickly. So I'm very surprised. Yeah, they're throwing us some surprises the beginning of this year. Yeah, I know with all the craziness going on, I guess I'm kind of happy about these surprises, like the surprise balance patch, right, that randomly came mid-season, as well as this surprise of the Griffons getting released so quickly, right? That's great. One other thing that I said in that video that I want to touch up on real quick is that I did talk about in that specific video, the last one, that I thought the Griffons were pretty lackluster, and it was true, right? They seem very lackluster, but you know, the newfound knowledge that we have with them being released here is that they have skill ups, and these skill ups are pretty impactful, right? In general, it makes Spectra more consistent with the harmful rate up. The light one, you get a little bit more attack for recovery on the S2, which is actually for every harmful effect on the unit when you touch it.
And
when you touch it. So that's actually kind of nice. You can literally gain another turn instantly, which is quite good. Bernard got a little bit more of a boost, but keep in mind that some people think this is additive. I believe it's going to be multiplicative, very similar to how Bella was when he got his Second Awaken as well. Yeah, I'm pretty certain that Bella here also has attack bar recovery, but I don't believe that it's 30%, right? It's actually 10% of 30, which is 3%. So you actually have 33% attack bar recovery. That's what I believe it is, because I think you guys can check it up. I don't think you see 40% of your attack gauge boosting up. But anyways, back to the Griffons here. So win one's a little bit better, right? Bernard gets a little bit more boost. The light one, which is the one I'm going to build first, I think he might be the worst one, but you know, whatever. I'm going to build it and have some fun with it. Skill 2 is kind of nice. Special assault for Spectre and for Shaman Ultra Strong. Sorry. Toilet paper, coronavirus, you know. Okay. Anyways, skill 2 here, every other turn. That's kind of nice, right? Might do some good damage. It does increase damage on dark units, so we'll try to, you know, mess around and see if we can like nuke some dark units, right? Test it out. And then you have the water one, which has, I mean, that's the dark one, yeah, which has increased damage and all the stuns, so it could be a very fun unit to play with, which he was already fun. But the good thing and the exciting thing about all of them is they have pretty good base stats, right? As you can see, all the base stats have been boosted up. They're like Nat 4.5s now, yeah, from Nat 3s to Nat 4.5, so that's a big deal. That's definitely a big deal. But aside from that, I guess I'm kind of excited to see these Second Awakened Griffons in action as people are starting to build them. Like I said, I'll be doing the light one, so I expect a light Griffon video testing very soon. Yeah, see how much damage we can nuke and what kind of units we can kill or tank with that the light Griffon. Now, the main purpose of today's video is to kind of discuss about this new dungeon here. We've been kind of testing things out here at the beginning of the stream, and we've noticed a couple things that can kind of help you guys out on building this dungeon as well. So it seems like the general consensus is that there are kind of like two different types of teams people are trying to do, right? The first kind of team is more like similar to other teams in the past, right? Like Verd, Fran, Lauren, right? Or Verd, Fran, Gatto, Verd, Fran, Rayok. Very standard support, defense break, you know, turn cycling kind of team. Doesn't do a insane amount of damage. And the second team that I heard people do is a lot of damage team, right? Like a high damage team with like Rayok and Hua and whatever else you want to bring in. Just massive damage going in and nuking the boss. I think both are great, but I think in particular this one just works a little bit better because these units that I know I have decent runes on them, and I think this might actually be the safer route as well. So let's go ahead and click a dungeon here and you guys can see what I mean. This team is interchangeable though. You don't necessarily have to use Gatto. I think this team that you can use here can be, you know, Fran, Lauren. Those are both free to play, so that's the two I'm going to recommend. The third one here, you can use anything from Rayok, right? Second Awakened Rayok to a Gatto to a Hua to whatever you want. You can even do a damage Verd, which could actually help you to turn cycle a little bit better as well. So some kind of fire unit. And you'll see what I mean in just a little bit here as we're getting into the dungeons. So first thing that we noticed when we're doing this dungeon is that these towers have elements. Now, you're probably wondering though, yo, IslandGrown, don't these towers always have elements? I've seen these towers in GB10, I've seen these towers in DB10. I'm fairly certain that the towers in DB10 and GB10, they don't have elements actually. Despite the coloration that they have, they actually don't have They don't have any elements. But in this particular dungeon, it's brought to my attention that they do have elements. So what does that mean? That means that they'll never go for your fire unit. So you can bring in your, like I said, your Verd, your Gato, your Ryoke, or whatever it is, and that'll be your damage dealer, your nuker. And you'll know for a fact that they won't be targeting the damage dealer, which is really good, because when we get to the boss stage, that's where we get some difficulty, because this boss hits really hard, right? Does a lot of multi hits, which can be bad for your Gato or whatever unit that you have as a damage dealer, as well as it's just really heavy hitting. So there's two strats though coming into the boss stage, right? The first strat is actually just going purely for the boss, right? If you're running the nuke team, or even if you're running this team and you have good enough rune quality, you can just go straight for the boss, right? What will happen is that the towers will target your Fran or your Lauren first, right? They'll target your Fran or your Lauren first. It'll take them time to kill that, and during that time frame, you can actually nuke down the boss, right? And get very close to killing it. Worst case scenario, you know, your Gato or your fire damage dealer will be left up last, and the boss has like a little bit of health. It'll clean up. Or you can do the safe route in your boss targeting. Yeah, and you can actually just target the left crystal first. By targeting the left crystal and controlling it, you're actually controlling a majority of the damage that's being output from this dungeon. So if you can target that left tower, control it with your Lauren, as well as nuke it down, after you finish the left tower, there's not much worry left, right? I believe the right tower just strips. So there's not too much worry left. And as you can see here, as long as you got your Lauren in here, you put attack speed slow, you're decreasing the attack gauge, that left tower literally will never move. Even if it moves once, it's probably not going to even kill you. So I think that's definitely going to be the safer route here. The right tower multi-hits as well. So I think killing one crystal is feasible enough, as you can see, right? It doesn't look like the right tower is doing that much damage at all. You see that? It's not doing that much damage at all, right? The left tower is the one that does a lot of freaking damage, dude. So if you want to be Omega safe, all right, you can definitely go for the right tower first, second if you want, and then boss last. But I think you have more than enough safety going for the left tower and then boss. So as you can see here, another successful run, and they're fairly quick, right? Depending on your teams and your rune quality, these dungeons can be fairly quick. I would like to say that the beast dungeons, this Karzon area right here, should be the easiest from what I noticed. I feel like Karzon is either easier than Ilunia, which is easier than Luma, but it could just be me, right? Definitely could just be me. But yeah, that's kind of what we deduced so far. Let's actually try one more run here, and we'll try it with like a Ryoke instead. And then I can show you guys some of the runes that are on these units after. Let's try Ryoke instead. Yeah, while keeping the same strategy of going for the left tower. I think that's the best. I think that's the best option. And why is this dungeon so important? I think this dungeon is so important because it provides you with these second awakened Griffons that can be very impactful. I think we've noticed that Spectre being more consistent is definitely a Griffon that we're probably going to suggest to most early game players to build. Yeah, Spectre is going to be great for TOA hard, some of the Labyrinth stages, and he's always been very solid against TOA hard bosses because of the skill 2, Special Assault. Now, do you want to invest Devilmon in there to make that every other turn to increase your TOA and TOA hard, boss clearing times? I don't know if that's going to be crazy value or not, but definitely, something of interest, right? The base stats is going to be huge for Spectra. Right, I don't know if some of you guys are doing old school DB10, but old school DB10 has Spectra and stuff, which, you don't see too often anymore, but definitely can help in those situations. So one other factor here that I wanted to mention is, you might be wondering, okay, the runs look good, the runs look solid, but, is it really that solid? And it actually is, because you have to factor in that I'm currently running this dungeon team with 3 units. My 4th unit, which is a unit I'm second awakening, is not 6-starred, is not runed up, is not skilled up at all. And most likely, right, if you want to do this dungeon even more successfully, you can go... Huh? Oh, man, that hurt, man. Hey, yo. Hey, that hurt, man. Yeah? Hey, that hurt, man. Hey, yo.
IslandGrown, that's such a safe team. Oh my god, IslandGrown. Oh my god, I'm gonna build that team. Oh my god, it's so safe. What the hell was this?
What the hell was this? Alright, so, we tested it with the Ryoke. I don't think I like the Ryoke as much as I like the other units, because I think my Gato and stuff can nuke harder. My Ryoke doesn't have as good runes. But this is actually good. This is actually really good because of the fact that I wanted to I was just about to talk about this. And I was just saying that your runs will become even more secure and even more consistent if you have that 4th unit. Yeah, whether you're doing a 2nd Awakened Bernard that has runes, that'll help to boost your team. That'll help to put defense break and attack down. Whether you're bringing in a Spectre, that's gonna AoE slow, AoE attack bar reduce, right? And do damage, whether you're gonna build this light one, right? But bring it in fully built with, you know, tanky stats or damage dealing stats. It's gonna provide more DPS along with the dark one and the water one as well. So by actually having 4 units instead of 3, you're definitely gonna be able to do this dungeon a lot more successful. Now if you do happen to fail, I like to call it a little pay to win though, but if you have the resources, I think 10 crystals is definitely worth it for the revive for sure. Yeah, I'm actually glad that it kind of failed there, because that was actually exactly what I was talking about. But we'll go back to the Gato, and we can actually I'll show you guys the runes on this team. Yeah, shortly after this. Safe? Yeah, I think it actually is pretty safe. Of course, there's gonna be some times where things derp, but I think it actually is pretty safe. I wasn't really paying attention too much on why it failed there. Maybe the attack bar reduction didn't land. But you know, if you're looking at the damage right here, like look at the damage from the right tower. It's actually not doing that much damage. Yeah. Hua is also a good option. Any kind of fire unit I think is going to be really solid in this spot. I really like the Gato though. Yeah, and for, you know, for general reasons. Gato's Rune and Vampire has good self-sustain, has good damage, as well as, you know, it doesn't die too easily. So Gato's a pretty good option for sure. Let me show you the runes that are currently on here. This is the Rayok. So obviously it's more of a whatever Rayok, right? I mean, I think you can rune it for more damage since it's not really going to be targeted early. And this is the Rayok here. This is the Fran, just on standard stats. So the good thing about this dungeon is that you can bring in these units that you're already built for Guild Wars or Guild Siege or other areas in the game, and they're gonna function very well, right? Sometimes with these various dungeons, you want to re-rune units so that you can specifically do a dungeon where I feel like you don't have to here. Yeah, you really don't have. So the last option here is more of a straight damage nuking team, right? So let's try one more nuking team here. Some people wanted to try Verd, right, to help with the turn cycling. So maybe we don't need any sustain. I'm not sure, but if we're doing this, should we be going for the boss or not? Yeah, that's what I'm curious about. Yeah, I'm curious because I think if you're playing the safe route, you go against the side tower, but if you're going for the nuke, you just go straight. And the problem is, if we're going for the nuke, this is not a damage Verd, right? I probably want to re-rune and get a damage Verd in here actually. But we can give it a shot. Yeah, we can definitely give it a shot. Let's give it a try. Right, we do have the dungeon lead as well from Verd, which is quite nice. I mean, I like to say with the rune quality I have, we should be able to nuke the boss most of the time. I don't see any problem with that. We got a lot of turn cycling here as well, right? Because every time we team up, we're literally gonna have a Verd. I guess that might be the one benefit of having only 3 units, right? Because I just teamed up with my my Charmin Ultra Strong right there. Yeah, I'm calling the light one Charmin Ultra Strong from now on. Just saying. So yeah, it's really nice. I didn't really notice that. That was the big thing though, that these towers have elements. That's huge, right? You can bring in other units to tank, right? If you bring something in that's some kind of water unit to tank, that actually might be a safe team too. I think that might be pretty slow. What do you guys think? What do you guys think, chat? What if we brought in a water unit to tank? Like Drywater's saying Arena. What if I brought in Arena? Do you think the tower would be able to kill Arena? Maybe not, huh? But that would be a really slow run. That would be a really slow run, but I think that would be really safe. Yeah? I'll use a Molong to tank. He is a water unit. He does put defense break. You're not wrong. 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 Alright, so we are gonna take some damage from these towers here. Yeah, that thing gets so much attack. That left tower is so dangerous. Look at that. That left tower is so dangerous. But with the turn cycling from Verd here, it's not too bad. Right? If you got one unit in here that's not fire, which is my Lauren, that's why they're targeting it first. You can actually tank quite a bit of that. See, I don't know how consistent this is though. Alright, this is a little bit more YOLO. I don't know how consistent this is. Just for the simple fact that that I got some procs in there. I think I like the other team better. I definitely think I like the other team better. Let's try the other team. Yeah, let's go one more time. Yeah, with my Gato team. I like this team the best. Yeah, I think this team's the best. It looks very clean. It looks very clean. And the thing is, these units don't really have high rune requirements. Just for the fact that, you know, just because I have, you know, a faster Fran or faster Lauren is not going to be that big of a difference, or gap between you guys out there that are going to be rooting up your Fran and Laurens, right? The only difference will be how good is your how good is your Gato, right? How much damage can your Gato dish out? So let's take a look. Yeah, but so far so good. Yeah, this dungeon looks pretty consistent with the first couple of runs that I've done, even prior to this. I can't believe it took me this long to realize that these towers have elements compared to like the GB10, DB10, NB10 towers. They do put an attack speed slow. You know, I did see the boss give a attack speed buff. That's not a skill of Charmin Ultra Strong, right? That's a special skill for you, right? That's a special skill for you, right? Wait. Oh wait, this is not the light one. This is the wind. I'm colorblind. I was like the light one has the. Shut up, chat. Shut up, chat. Shut up, chat. I knew this. I know this. I know this is a Bernard. I didn't think this was a Charmin Ultra Strong. I know this Bernard. I know this. I know Bernard. This Bernard. I know. See, so after you take out that left tower, I feel like your Gato is safe to solo, man. Like, I feel like your Gato is really safe to solo, right? Their wind element, they're not going to be doing much damage at all. So, oh, well, new best time as well, actually. Okay, very solid. So hopefully if you guys are watching this video on YouTube, right, this will help you guys out on kind of picking up some units that generally can kind of help you guys out with your dungeon runs here. And good luck on farming your Second Awakened Griffons. Yeah, let me know down below. Right? I'm curious. Yeah, leave a comment down below on this video. And let me know which one you're building. I'm curious which one you're building, as well as what do you want to see the next Second Awaken to be. For me, I want to see Hellhounds. I mean, we really speculated it was going to be Hellhounds and Griffons, and it didn't happen. So I really want Hellhounds to get Second Awaken, but let me know which one you're building here and which one you're going to be Second Awakening next. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure you guys leave that like, leave that comment, and hit that subscribe button above. I'll see you guys on the next live stream or video. Peace out, YouTube.